Yeah. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. We like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We like to say shalom to the elect that sees his word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, pretty much open forum, but I want to just center around less than just the title of the video itself. Fire is the only solution, man. Because that's what's going to pretty much submit the end of this place, man. This is what's going to cleanse the wickedness of the planet Earth. That fire. And it's a build-up to the fire. It's a build-up to the fire, which is the thermonuclear missiles, but it's going to start by way of these afflictions. But it's going to increase into the missiles, man. And that's going to solve everything. So you got something, bro?
Yeah, real quick, just to back you up about you saying things gonna end with that fire. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10.
That's it.
But the day of the Lord.
Matter of fact, start at 5.
Come, 2 Peter 3 and 5. For this they are willingly ignorant of that.
Matter of fact, start at 1. Start at 1.
This 2 Peter 3 and 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you. In both which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance.
So yeah, once this word was on display and it was conveyed properly and its pureness, it stirred you up, man. Yeah, you know that was it's like a spark, when you heard the truth, pretty much. That's why it's just called the truth. You can't. What else could you say? It's the truth, But it says stir your pure minds by the way of remembrance. So to let you know, what's that Matthew? He that have will get into it more abundantly. And Isaiah 34 try to tell you he divided by line from generation to generation. So really this truth is like our inheritance, man. Having this knowledge. But it said it stirred your pure mind by the way of remembrance. So we have once again Lord have rekindled this fire. You got it.
It says that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets.
Yeah, because this is the time these things are going to take place, man. This is the time. It tells you receive the end of your salvation. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. You gonna bring your precept out, bro?
Come, wait, one word that just stuck out there. It just it says be mindful.
That's it.
But basically meaning keep it in the back of your head because these things are going to happen, man. It's not like it's up for the air, it's up for the debate. No, you're going to see it. And once you see it, it's going to be a thought that come to your mind and say, yeah, that man said it. Let me get the just real quick the word mindful. It's like
that's it. That's the point. Mindful. So you got to be built a certain way.
This the word mindful. Strong's G3415. And it reads, it says, through the idea of fixture in the mind or of a mental grasp. So you got to lay hold onto the words that was spoken by the holy prophets, man. It says to bear in the mind, recollect, mindful, remember.
Because now you see what Isaiah was talking about.
Is it?
You see what Jeremiah, in the times of Yahushua, his teachings, you consider now is the time now. You got it.
They were pretty much on now. To be mindful.
God, I got something real quick. Just said, the scripture said that you may be mindful of the words which were spoken forth by the holy prophets. So we seeing that now, man. You know, because the prophets really inquired this lifetime.
That's it.
Hosea, Amos,
Ezra.
all the prophets of old have inquired of this moment, man. You know, so now this is time to really consider. Oh, that's why it even tells you in Daniel 12 chapter tells you that the word shall be sealed until the time of the end. Because that's when it was going to be revealed, because that's when it was going to make sense. Now you know when the scriptures say arrows, you can put the pieces together now.
Yeah, you got the full story now.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it. I got some real quick. This is the book of 1 Peter 1 verse 9. It says, receive at the end of your faith, even the salvation of your soul. So yeah, that's why we're abiding in this, because this is the safe house for salvation, man. This is mercy right here. But it said the end of your faith. So that lets you know this was a process. This just not started from here, man. This back from the beginning. Why you think Enoch was prophesying the return of Yahushua? Because that was the builder. So now we're at the time we're going to receive the end of our faith. Because every doctrine got a destination. Every doctrine has a destination. Every doctrine got a climax to it. Well, you know how Muslims, they say they're going to have 99 virgins.
Yeah.
There's a climax to it. But we know through the spirit of Yahweh outside that ultimately it's going to be a dead end. It's going to be destruction, because everything outside is death.
It's like you really say, I got something bad you up real quick. Because you said everything outside this is death. Because what? It would say the end of our faith. The end of our faith is what? To be saved.
That's it. Salvation of your soul.
That's it. This Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. That's faith right there. You have faith at the end of the day that the Lord will deliver you from that dangerous situation, man. Because again, it's not like we were searching salvation. It's not like we just going up for the air. If you're searching for salvation, you must be in a dangerous spot, man. You know, look, you gotta be careful what you pray for. You ask for deliverance, now you're getting chased by 51 dogs. You know, you ask for it, man. And the Lord put you in that position just so He can show you His power, man. You gotta.
Yeah, this that word. This that word end. No, this that word expected. First, we get that word expected. Strong's 86:15, and it reads, "Cord, hope." See,
yeah.
That's what it said. An expected ending, because expectation is hope.
Hope, yeah.
Hope is a confident expectation. You hope that you expect it. You ain't just saying you hope they win, but you don't want them to win.
Yeah.
You want them to win. You expect them to win. You know?
They leave it carries out doubts. Once you expect it, that doubt will carry it out.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, that's why scripture says our expectation, shall matter of fact, let me get that real quick.
Yeah.
Get that Proverbs 23 and verse 17.
I got you.
Real quick, Bible shot. Because that's what it says. I'm gonna read some more of these words. It's hope, expectation. It says ground of hope. Things hope for an outcome. See, and we got to expect ground in Yahushua. That's what we hope in. Yahushua, man. You know, it says, the thing that I long for. When you read the second chapter, Yahushua longing for the deliverance as well, man.
That's it.
Even more than us. See, that was written before we even knew, you know what I mean? That was already in the plans and the workings before we even was us, you know? So the Lord has been longing for this moment, man. You know, we longing for it, so how much more Yahweh Yahushua?
Proverbs
23 and 17, I believe.
This Proverbs 23 and verse 17, let not thine heart envy sinners.
See, so man, what? Don't pretty much how you envy sinners is you pretty much conforming to Esau, because you see this man prospering, he'll tell you, go to college, go to do this. This is how you're going to get to that level. This is how you're going to get to that charge. This is how you're going to get to that villa. This is how you're going to get to this island and have these elaborate vacations. Go to college. Go get you a rap career or basketball, baseball, whatever. conforming to these certain lifestyles that this devil present. That's why I said let not, because it tells you also in Psalm 73, the one that prospered in the way. And you see these other nations doing. That's why down the UAB you got Edomites and Moabites and shit going to college. Why? So they can be like Esau, man.
Want to be like E.
Yeah, you want to be like E. But there's a twist to it.
That's it.
You're going to have to die like E too.
Yeah, that's the penalty.
That's the penalty. Yeah, that's it. You got it, bro.
God, it says, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long.
See, so abide in the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's really walking those two paths.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're walking in the way of Esau, or you got to walk in the way of Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's why I said, but abide. Did it say abide in the fear?
Yeah, it says, but thou shalt be, so like it says, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long.
So be in, still, it's saying abide in the fear of the Lord. Really, is this truth, man? Being in this. Because in the fear, that means you walking after him. But that's why I said, be out in the fear of the Lord, meaning walking the path of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You got it?
It says, for surely there is an end.
See, for sure there's an end to who? The sinners.
That's it.
You got it?
And thine expectation shall not be cut off.
See, and thine expectation, thy hope. Oh, that's why it also tells you in the book of Isaiah 51 that our bread should not fail.
That's it.
So our expectation, our hope, we expecting for the Lord to come and destroy America, and we just hope the Lord deliver us. That's why we do what we do, man. I said, be out of fear in the Lord. Because if you doing that, your expectation, you get escaping, that's your expectation, man. That's the expected end. It said those thoughts of peace. So if peace is in the talks, that means war is in the midst.
Yeah.
You know,
Which you need to be saved from.
Yeah.
You know,
why you need peace? Why you asking for peace? That means this war is tumults and shit like that. You know. So you got something? All right. Matter of fact, let me go back to this real quick. This First Peter.
Okay.
First Peter 1 and verse 9 again. It reads, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your soul. So yeah, that's the expected end. You know, but just going back, this has been from generations, man. This hasn't just started here in this lifetime. This has been from the beginning. It's going back. Enoch even prophesied the return of Yahweh Shai, the return of the Lord with the heavenly hosts. So this has been from generations, man. You know, and now we at the end. Oh, that's why it tells you in the book of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 6, now is the time of salvation.
That's it.
You know, it says, this point right here, it says, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that shall come unto you. So yeah, going back, the prophets have inquired this moment. He says, searching what manner the time of the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which was in them, did signify. So all the prophets had the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man, which is the spirit of prophecy. Because that's what it's all about. It's about Yahweh Shai, man. You know? So that's why I say the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is in them. So that means when they was prophesying from something that's the destruction of the downfall of Egypt, that was a step closer to this big picture. It was just like the elder brother Aaron said, that stroke of the brush. The picture is going to become clear. This whole moment, time itself, existence, the climax of it is going to be the return of Yahweh Shai, man.
God, I mean, everything was a build up until this day.
That's it.
That's why it's called the day of the Lord.
No, that's it. Yeah. That's
The
it.
day, you know, like say the rock, you know what I'm saying? It's an emphasis with that, man. It's what's that scripture in Sirach? The Lord had set some days on contrary regular days.
Let me get that.
And basically he said certain special days, man. And the day of the Lord, that's going to be a special day for us, man. That's why the Lord said, all those that love His supremacy, because that's our salvation coming, man. Yep. It's like you see your ride coming down the street, man. You know, and you've been waiting for a couple hours, man. Yeah. Once you see that ride, you're going to be in the sense of rejoicing, you know?
Yep. I got that for you real quick, bro. Sirach 33 verse 7. It says, why though one day is sell another?
Mm-hmm. Just say, why when last week like today? You know what I'm saying?
It said, when as all the light of every day is in the years of the sun, by the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished.
Just because it's the Lord who dictate these days, man. It's even a day when the Lord gonna destroy Esau, and it's down to the damn millisecond, man. You know, the Lord, he's the Lord, he's a, you know, he have everything. We say he have measured the times, for lack of better words, man. So Lord, he have Esau basically on the timeline, man. You got it.
And he altered seasons and feasts.
Is it?
So the Lord, and that's heavy because the Lord, he have done that. You know, these different seasons, just in corner level concerning the seasons. Like you see the sun every day, but one day it'll be cold. It'll be cool one day. You know, but even in that, concerning rulership as well. The seasons, it was a different vibration on the earth when the Greece was ruling. It was a different vibration on the earth when the Romans was ruling. No different today. God. Let's slide real quick. This point right here. It says, some of them have he made high days and hollowed them, and some of them have he made ordinary days. Just going back to the Lord have it's a certain day, and that's gonna be that day, man. The new, that new Passover. Hey, this is gonna be talked about forever. I would tell you even in Jeremiah 16 chapter, Lord said, don't talk about what I did to Egypt. You're gonna talk about what I did to America, because a lot, nowadays the Lord Scripture says, you're gonna say the Lord did. There's no more said the Lord have done, we have done Egypt, which is playing out now. That process is taking place now. Because people might acknowledge what happened to Egypt, but they don't say who did it. But before you say anything about America, you're going to say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to know that, then you're going to expound on what happened to America. You see what I'm saying? So it says, some of them have you made high days and hollowed them, such as the Passover. That was written in the script. And some of them have you made ordinary days. You got to go.
Like you say, that's the day of the Lord, man. Because that day is going to be like no other, man. It's going to be the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. I got something for you real quick. It says, they that fear thee will be glad when they see thee. Okay, this Psalms 119 and 74, Salaki. It says, they that fear thee will be glad when they see thee. Which means what, man? We were going to be glad once we see Yahweh Shai crack those clouds, man. Because that's our hope. That's who our faith in. Like a child when he don't see his father, when as soon as he sees him, he's going to jump into his hands. That's going to be the same thing with us, man. Read it again, Psalms 119 and 74. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hope in thy word. And that's ultimate. That's what causes us to hope. The words that the Lord has spoken unto us, man. This for lack of better words, this love letter, man. That we picked up, and it reminds us of the Lord again. To return back unto him. You got it, people.
Hey, that's the expect end. Read that again, not slack.
Psalms 119 and 74. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hope in thy word.
So that was an expectation. You was expecting to see him.
That's it.
That's the point. That's the expected end, man.
And you expect to see us Chesbury boys. You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, that's it.
You look up there's a hippie man.
They might have a rainbow on his head. They might dramatize Esau.
Right,
you got that. Yeah.
We're not gonna hope in it. We'll be disappointed in it, man.
Yeah.
What we want to see is a so-called angry black man with vengeance, man, and coming to destroy this place and deliver us, man.
Yep. I said those that love his appearing. So that means you just like you might see these different concerts, the women in the front waiting on the star to come out, and they wait, they anticipate him to come out on stage. You get a song, you anticipate him to come on stage, and when you see him, you lose it, man. But go back to that Peter.
I'll go back to Peter.
What was you had on? What was that?
I had the 2 Peter's on.
Yes, that was 2 Peter 3. Yeah, go back to that.
Going back to 2 Peter 3 and verse 2 again. It says that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets.
Yeah, because now this is the time where these things are taking place. You gotta bring bring the precept and go into the book of Isaiah, man. You ain't got no choice. Because these things are written. Thus saith the Lord. The scripture said, oh, matter of fact, go to Isaiah chapter 46 and 10.
God, this is the book of Isaiah 46 in verse 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning.
See, we mindful of that now. Because now, matter of fact, continue on.
It says, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, I will do all my pleasure.
So now we are mindful of that, because this is the Lord is now, when he declared the end again, and now we see the end is being manifest, man. So of course you know, like when the Russia-Ukraine thing blew up, you know, when it first started happening. Everybody want to talk about Ezekiel 38. These different pastors and priests, they want to try to go into it.
Now you're trying to break it down.
They had to be. He had no choice but to be mindful of the words of the prophets that have spoken. That's just scratching the surface. I want more of that's in tune with spirit of power. How about Shema, man? Because these things are now happening. You know, what it says in on the book of Habakkuk, you got to get it. It says the end is going to speak. You know, it's now being made manifest, man. You know, so the end it was declared from the beginning. It's going back to Enoch. That was the point. It was all built to this moment. You know.
And then, like say, for lack of better words, once somebody say it, you know, say who did it? Say the Lord, because He's the one that commanded. He's the one that brought these different things to come to pass. You know,
you got it.
God, I'll go back to Second Peter.
Yep, God.
2 Peter's 2, 3, and continuing on. It says, in the end of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust.
See, so that shows it was gonna be a resistance concerning the teachings, man. You know, it was gonna be a resistance. You're gonna have certain false prophets and teachers to come up and go against the apostles' doctrine, which was given from the Most High to Yahweh to the apostles. Always spill over to the day, man. You know. You got it now.
God, it says, insane. Where is the promise of His coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.
So meaning what? They really ain't anticipating the return of Yahweh. When they pretty much saying America ain't gonna be destroyed in a roundabout way. Ultimately, when we bring out the scriptures concerning the downfall of this place. They ain't got to say what a sign is coming. A nigga can say, yeah, the Lord is coming back, but he might disagree with America being destroyed. He'll disagree with the chip. You know, certain things. You really not anticipating Yahweh Shai, man. You got something?
Yeah, real quick. Because ultimately why they disagree, because they want to stay here.
That's it.
It's Ezekiel 12 and verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
Hey, and that's the mindset of these so-called Israelites. You know, these pseudo camps, they pretty much got that happy doctrine just get settled by not 40 years ago. They got that spirit on them. They're not anticipating, they're not hastening the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. We already know a 2/3 nigga, he just got through celebrating the 4th. He's still drunk off the 4th. But even these so-called Israelites, these nymphs, niggas and friends, these the one that wear the gay clothing, these happy doctrines, word-friendly doctrines, they saying that through their teachings. You got it?
God, it says, and he prophesied of the days that are far off.
Yeah, because they you know, they ain't saying just, you know, be ready for 24 hours your life can change drastically. The power can go out, you know, the food can be completely shut off.
Yeah.
The money can crash. They don't have that mindset. They saying just, you know, this spirit.
Yeah.
You might pick up your phone. You feel it? Yeah. Yeah, they got that spirit on them, man.
If I may, if you believe on the message, y'all right, but if you don't do nothing about it,
Yeah.
That means you look, that's gonna be 50 years. You know, like that dude came up.
Yeah, he said, if we could have another 20, why would you want 20 more years? You in jail, nigga. Why would you want another? Yeah, man, Judge, I know I got some more. I know my time's up, but I mean, you want to add 40 more. Get the fuck out of there, man. You were hastening the day.
That's it.
Why would you want to wake up to an alarm clock? Or, you got to deal with traffic. Just some sort of that.
You being a slave.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you got to have a social security.
You better have a social security.
Better.
You gotta have a social security.
Better with a hard D, man.
For real. Because we in captivity, man.
That's it. And that's why I say love not your oppressor. And Israel say go out their way to seek love, man.
Yeah.
That's why niggas want to stay here too, because they go out their way to please Esau, man. Mm-hmm. Basically being in the what's that guy of Django? Samuel Jackson Django, man. Catering unto this every devil need, man. That's why you want to stay here, because you want to serve the so-called white man.
Yep.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 12:28. Therefore I say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore.
Ooh, hey, so meaning what? This is the time when it's going to be spoken. And it's not going to be in a few generations when it takes place. No, this is the time where it's going to actually take place. Matter of fact, continue.
It says, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power.
See? What it say? Go down what it say in your life.
Okay, let me jump up slightly. Because that was the end of it. I think it's
to get to that, just that part right there, was in your life, is that kind of bad? 28 or 20.
Let me start at verse this Ezekiel 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 23. Okay, it says, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease.
And yeah, it's a proverb because a nigga got that that laid back spirit, and you think it's cool, Lord's gonna make this shit to cease. Now you gonna have to consider the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now you gotta consider the concentration camps. You gotta consider the famine. You gonna have to consider the money crashing and shit being stirred. Or tell the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it. In the latter days, you gotta consider it, man. So if the teaching is on display, and now it's like, damn, okay. Now you see what Ezekiel was talking about. So they're going back. We mindful of the words the prophet was speaking, man. Because this is the build-up. You got it.
It says, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
See, the effect of every vision is cause and effect. It was spoken, and now in America, it's now taking effect. Because this is the place where it was going to take place. It said the evil song, not destruction. That was the fate of this place. It was ultimately a build up to this place. When they were talking about Egypt and Assyria, it was just a prelude to what was going to actually take place in America. And sometimes when the scripture said Egypt, it was actually talking about America, man. It's talking about when it says Syria, it's talking about America. Because guess what? This place upholds those same customs of this place, and they actually took it down, such as Sodom and Gomorrah.
Made it even worse.
That's it. How you outdo Sodom? Yeah. Hey, you got even trannies and shit saying y'all taking it too far with the trannies.
What's that girl off Orange and New Black? Like the
nigga.
Yeah, not that. But the bull dagger one. I seen I was watching on the news, but she was like, yeah, you guys are taking it too. Like she was really like crying out, man. Because even like certain these comedians, you can't even say a certain thing that you're going to get canceled, man. You can't even say, speak on certain actions, and you'll get your channel struck and things like that, man. And you want to live in this life when these devils going to get more strict on you. If you say a cuss word, now your credit score went down, man. Why the fuck you want to live like that, man?
You see the you put a lot of shit in cartoons, but like the South Park episode when the nigga was a comedian in the future, but he couldn't tell. Like he said, yeah, a black guy, a Jewish guy, and an Arabian came into the bar, and they all had good drinks and had laughs. And that was the joke. You couldn't make no racist jokes. You couldn't do no punchlines. Everything was PC. Just this accept everything. This is a sick place. This shit gotta go, man.
That's it.
This is a sick goddamn place. A nigga just indulging in the cesspool, man. Till the father he'll go say, long damn come to me with you enjoy a nigga having you alright with a nigga having a boyfriend. Long he stay over there. You a faggot now.
You with it.
That's just like taking a bribery. Being a respected person, you know. You gonna have to that's like what is it, conspiracy to murder.
Yeah.
Now you gotta face the charges as well because you know about it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you on the law, you gotta be the first one to stone. You know what I mean? You get the pleasure to get this, you know, first. You know what I mean? Things, man. But you gotta go, bro.
Jumping down to Ezekiel 12 and verse 25, it says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak."
No, that was it.
Okay. That's when you're there. You don't want that.
What did it say that in verse 26? I thought we just said it in 23.
Yeah, it's 23. Let me see.
Oh, no. Yeah, 20, yeah, go back. It's like, yeah, go back.
Ezekiel 12 and 25, "For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days,
that's it.
O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord power."
So this is the time where these things are going to take place. Hey, that was heavy like with John the Baptist. That's why all the prophets, you know, you see the prophets that are written with the scriptures representing all of today through the Spirit. You know, the prophets today, because those just certain examples that will play out on a bigger scale. So for an example, John the Baptist, he prophesied about Yahushua. Yahushua popped up, man. So that's going to happen this time. We talking about Yahushua. Yahushua gonna pop up, man.
Pop in the room.
Yeah, man. And that's the you know, that's the attributes of Yahushua. Suddenly, the characteristics of suddenness. You suddenly got T-bone. Yeah. Suddenly, the police pulled you over and there's another shooting. You know, that's how the Lord get down. You got something?
Yeah, real quick, just to back up there. Suddenly, it's First Thessalonians 5 verse 1. "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." And why we don't have no read Lord, that the Lord write unto you to us? Why? Because of these words that the Lord have given unto us, man, through the prophets. Why? It says, "For yourselves know perfectly," and it's like being persuaded in your own mind, because you know these things are going to happen. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety," when you think everything is all good, "then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And just going back to that suddenness you was just touching on, man. Because again, the Lord, he's going to creep up on these Americans, man. You know, like, you know, Sri Lanka and, you know, UK, but the main stage is America. He's going to creep on you Americans, man. You're going to have your pants down, and, you know, by the time you get your eyes on you, ain't going to be able to run. You know, you ain't going to be able to pull your pants and try to get out the door. No, man. The Lord, he's going to catch these Americans in their most relaxed position. That's why I say, as in the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. They will be eating and drinking, married and getting into marriage. That same spirit is going on today, but on a higher level, man. You know? You got it, bro.
What the scripture said, Sirach, it said, don't put out day to day, for suddenly shall wrath of the Lord. You know what I mean? So that's how the Lord get down. He lure you in, you know, give you a false sense of comfort, then come down with the hammer. You know, so you can, you got something else? Yeah, go ahead and say it.
2 Peter 3 and verse 4 again, it says, "And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things as they were from the beginning," it's like all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. "For this they are willingly," it's like, "for this they willingly are ignorant of."
See, they willingly are down on his nigga know he off, but he got the liberty in America. See what I'm saying? So that's why it's a penalty, you know, for touching the pitch. Don't touch this shit, and you're gonna see why. That destruction, man. You got to know.
It says that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was.
See, that world that then was, tell me I said everything from the beginning. Let me tell you about the world before this shit, though. The world that then was, this system, this world that was before, concerning the time of Noah, because that was a system. It was a certain government setup, which that was the sons of God. Noah was cussing them out. It tells you that in Sirach, the 16th chapter. You know, it tells you he was in
What's talking to the giants? Yeah.
Oh yeah, get that real quick, because that's who he was really cussing out. You know, because they had the million and got, you know, went astray. I think it's Sirach 16.
Yeah. It's Sirach 16 and verse 7. It says he was not pacified.
See, he was not pacified. Even though they were the sons of God, he didn't have no respect of person. He still judged them, man. You got it.
He was not pacified towards the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness.
See, who fell away in the strength of their foolishness, going away out of the wayward doctrines, man.
See?
And that was corrupted, you know, the sons of God, you know, going out, you know, dealing with the daughters of men. Then that caused you to go into their philosophies.
Going their way.
You going their way, and now you just like now, you sign a law, now you can do this. Or some stupid shit. Now you got bacon on your shit. You see what I'm saying? Just that it went downhill, so there was no cussing them out. You think shit was the same since the beginning. Well, let me tell you about Noah. The world that then was, you got it.
It says, being overflowed with water, perish.
See, that place was judged, man.
Yeah.
Through the flood.
Yeah.
But guess what? Noah prophesied that Noah had the testimony of Yahushua. See, that was just a step. That was part of the picture of the return of our Lord. See, all that that's part of existence, but it's all really the climax to the climax. I mean, a climax to the return, man. You know, so all these things. This is just an example. That's why he bringing it up. He telling you, okay, you think it's the same. They had that same approach. You know, shit is going to just be smooth, shit sweet. Till that raindrop hit his shoulder, reality set in. So that's why he bringing this up. You know, okay, whereby the world then was concerning the time of Noah, the flood came. Continue.
God, it says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now,
and that's the key word, now. Because guess what? Who was ruling during that time? Being the Romans. Now, guess what? The same niggas. Same motherfuckers. You know what they look like? They the same motherfuckers. The Romans, this revived Roman Empire, this beast system, which are now. You got it?
by the same word.
See, the same word. We got the same testimony.
Same doctrine.
The same doctrine, man.
Ain't shit changed since Enoch. That's like, I ain't trying to say like that, but ain't nothing changed since Enoch.
Yeah.
The same message over again.
The same word. What Noah was talking about, he said, we talking about the rain too. We said it's going to be rain too, but it's going to be, matter of fact, continue.
God, it says, by the same word are kept in store.
See, kept in store, because it was going to be for a moment in time. You got it.
Reserved until fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
So you see that water was the first cleansing agent, but fire is gonna top it off, man. Oh, it even tells you that even concerning the strange rain. You read Wisdom of Solomon 16 chapter, it tells you it's marvel that the fire pushed the water. Cause the missiles gonna be hitting them garbage islands and shit as well, man. You're gonna have to burn all this shit up, man. Them laser beams and shit, you know. But it's that fire is gonna that's gonna be a heavenly fire, man. By the way, the missiles and the chariots. That's why I tell you the earth's cleaned us off. Lord, we will get into that because that's the solution. Just like how the solution in that world. During the time of Noah, the only way to get that right, how a nigga think the solution is to get more black businesses, more black schools, some stupid shit. The black dollar. Well, the solution is fire.
That's it.
The destruction, man. Niggas gotta understand that. But they gonna understand it when they are hard of it. That's because they really in it. They don't believe the report because they in it. You talking about the family, you said, but nigga, because you the one that's gonna be hungry. It wasn't meant for you to get it.
That's your role.
That was your role, yeah, that's it. You know? So continue out.
Gun. It says, but beloved.
Oh, so it's like going back, it says reserved to fire to the day of judgment. Just off that day, the day of the Lord. It says, but it's for perdition of ungodly men. Perdition. The Edomites. It tells you that in the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter, concerning that destruction. When the angels let,
it's an hour.
It was for the third part of men, which is, you had the sons of God, you have the sons of men, and you have the sons of perdition, which perdition goes to destruction. So that's this man's fate. And look at his history. It's riddled with destruction. So eventually he's going to actually have to face that. He's going to have to look in the mirror pretty soon. That's what he's going to receive. And this is the time for it. Well, how couldn't it be? You got Milsons on the scene now. See, Milsons has entered into the movie.
Yeah.
And it's not like the outer bone, you got to fly over the land and drop it. You just hit a button. They come out the ground. They come out of the goddamn submarines. You got the different military vehicles. You got even a train. They can do a drive-by with a Milson now. You ain't got to stop. All that they got to do while the train moving.
Load up.
And they actually doing drive-by with missiles now.
Get that longitude.
Latitude, that's it.
So they ain't gonna miss.
That's it. You got it.
Come on. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day.
Yep. So to see the Lord is on a different time.
Yeah.
So everything is in due season as well.
God.
You got it.
And that's why you gotta have a little patience.
That's it.
Because the Lord don't work around you. You work around the Lord, man.
That's it.
It's whenever the Lord ready, but when the Lord ready, you gonna be ready too, man.
Yeah. Because it said He long suffering, but to Him that's just a day. You're like, I'm gonna did it to you. I'm gonna wait an hour until you forget. Then I'm gonna get them. But that to you, that's 40-some years. And you like,
forgot about it.
Now you got. Now you see why them old folks in the shooting and shit they got. Lord waiting. But just that, you got the it's like, but they're going back. He said, Lord work on His time. Why I say He's long suffering? Because it's to us, we on a whole different time, man. But the Lord, he everything moving, man. Shit moving, man. You looking at it through a spiritual lens. Everything happening. That's why within 24 hours, your life can drastically change. That's any day. Just going back to Sirach 33, we're talking about the ordinary days. Lord said He hollowed certain days too. So it's a certain day the money gonna crash. But we in the season where it can't happen. It's gonna happen. It ain't like it's an if and but it's gonna happen.
He said in due time.
In due time. Going back to the destruction. It's a certain hour, time, day, month, year it's gonna take place. And we see it, we in the season of that. So what we gotta be in that time. Through the spirit power y'all by smell shot. What else you looking for? Everything is on the scene now. The Quran, everything is taking place, man. And it's rapidly happening. That's why you can go in your article. You got an article about something happening from it. Ain't gotta be here. It can be happening over there in time or some shit. But something always happening, man. So everything moving though. What you gotta know, bro?
It says the Lord is not slack concerning His promises.
See, Yahweh Shema Shah is not slack. Continue.
As some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward.
Ooh, why is that though? Continue.
Not willingly that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
And for you niggas that continue you want to talk about the 2000 thing, that the Spirit of the Lord had, that they had to have too. You know, but the apostles in the spirit are hastening, as we all are. But as you can see, the Lord said He was long suffering to us, but that all should come into repentance. So they just say they was right on the 2000. You will be eating a missile, man. You know, when you a 2-year-old, 5, 7-year-old, 10, 25, you ain't in the truth yet. You know, whatever. And that 2000 happened, and you had to eat a missile then. For how old you were. But it said to all coming to repent. That's why I tell you in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, you know, don't hurt earth till the surge be sealed. Right? You know, but you know, they had to have, you know, tell you that you're gonna look for that day. Mm-hmm. So you had to be going back to that aspect, the expectation. They still in that spirit as well, too, though, man. But just going back, it said that the Lord is long suffering to all come in, to the elect come in, and the elect will be very well sealed, man.
Yeah, if I may, just why I see some coming in the 3rd hour.
Yeah, that's it.
If somebody coming in the 3rd hour, then the men that came in the 12th hour wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But if the Lord had to make that thing draw, man. Yeah. Like I said, for a lot of better words, if the Lord came in 2000, then you would have been dead, man. You wouldn't even know about your house shot, man. Yeah. And you bringing that up, you wouldn't even know if you was an Israelite if those men went out there, man. Mm-hmm. You know? Ain't like you was born an American, an Israelite. Yeah. You got circumcised on the 8th day. You celebrated the Passover. You got a picture of your first Passover. You know, some men probably like that, but a lot of y'all niggas not, man. You know?
Who taught you to eat with a spoon? Answer that. So you had to be taught. You see the men do I say that double honors because they works, man. You know?
They showed us the way back. Mm-hmm. But like, you know.
That's it. You got it though, bro.
God, it's 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
See, that's that suddenness. That's the suddenness of Yahweh Shema Shai. Guess what? We're in the midst of that. The Lord is making His return, and we seeing it. He's visiting the earth as we speak. Tell us through the tempests and earth, you know, lightnings. And by the way, this message from actual, you have natural disasters to these different stirring up of men. You know, the different signs in the heavens. The Lord is visiting the earth, man. But if these people ain't anticipating the return of Yahweh Shema Shai, it's gonna be on the city. Because guess what? Suddenly, when the money crashes, that's really the Lord getting you. He's that thief in the night. He got you. He didn't know you got till the light come. You know. So when that money crashed, then you was took. You know, when that famine had happened, when that, you know, what it said, suddenly the storehouses shall be found empty. So I mean, you gonna pull up and went this one day, there ain't shit gonna be there. You might see the last remnant of lettuce. Somebody got the last head of lettuce. Some shit.
Look. You didn't put on the person.
Yeah, that's the only thing that was left was a head of lettuce. Chips and everything. You know what I mean? But it's suddenly found empty, man.
I know over there in the Netherlands, over there in Dutch is like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, that prophecy's being fulfilled.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
It's happening.
It's happening.
We in the midst of the night now. People are suddenly being taken, man. You got it.
Con.
No, since you had a point.
Okay, and like I said, it's gonna come to America, man. Because it happened over there in the Netherlands, but it's gonna creep up to these Americans, you know. It's going to creep up upon these Americans because they're not looking. They would have never thought that America the Beautiful was going to be destroyed, man. They would have never thought that this place was going to be taken down, man. You know, but once it gets taken down, it's going to be a shock factor. It's going to be suddenly. You know, suddenly, like Buster Douglas, when he suddenly knocked out Mike Tyson, you know, it's going to be a shock factor with it, man.
Because they weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Like you said, they wasn't expecting Mike to get knocked out. Same thing with America.
Like go with this.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
See, the heavens is going to pass away with a great noise, and how that's going to be done? That's going to be the overthrow of Esau by way of World War III. The so-called white man is going to be overthrown in a violent way. Matter of fact, you Revelation 18 chapter. And it said that great noise. Let me get some. You can read that real quick. Revelation 18, I think it's like verse 20 or something like that, I believe.
In Revelation 18, let me start at verse
Verse 20.
kind of, I think verse 20. But yeah, verse 20, it says, rejoice, Revelation 18:20, rejoice over her, thou heavens, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her.
See, just going back. So that's the reward. If you rejoice and you was anticipating the Lord, Yahweh Shai, destroying America, man. See, it was those are the ones that's going to rejoice in that moment. The heavens, the holy apostles and prophets, the elect. Those are the ones that's going to, because those are the ones that's anticipating, like you said, the deliverance. So that means the destruction have to be in the midst. If you anticipate being delivered, that means you anticipate destruction, you know? So, and also, America gotta be destroyed, man. This is the most wickedest kingdom ever erected. It tells you that the Lord rejoices in judgment and righteousness in the earth. We do too as well, man. The Lord has given us them same characteristics. That's why I said, who have known the mind of the Lord. So to having this truth, we pretty much is, that's why I said Enoch walked with the Lord, I believe it was Noah. That's that doctrine, that way, that path, that mindset, man. You know, Lord, he showed up his face concerning the intimate thoughts. So we rejoice in judgment and righteousness in the earth. So of course this place gotta go. Because righteousness it can't flourish with this shit right here, man. That's why I said that song with good cannot come. Let this shit get destroyed. You know? You gotta know why.
It says, and a mighty angel took up a millstone, took up a stone.
Mm-hmm.
So I can read it again.
Yep.
Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone,
Yep.
and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be no more, it's like it shall be found no more at all.
And that symbolizes the fate of this place. When you throw a rocket just in a pot, and you see how that splash come up, but that's gonna be them mushroom clouds, man. That's the fate of America. This violent overthrow, man.
That's it.
And it says it's gonna pass away with a great noise. So I got this real quick in the book of Judges, the 5th chapter. It said, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawn waters. So this is pretty much a dark saying concerning those that's going to be delivered from the destruction, because the places of drawn water, you know, that's a really symbolic for captivity. You send your servant to go draw water. You ain't finna go draw yourself, you know. But it says the noise of archers. Now, if you know anything about archery, that's a silent weapon. That's what, you know, back in the ancient world, you hunt with. You expect like you're in a forest or something, you know, a certain bird or a certain deer and shit. You know, they keen on they hearing. So you might have to get them from a distance, but that weapon is a silent weapon. So why I said the noise of archers, because you're going to actually hear the flames, you know, coming over here. That and when it hit ground zero, especially the boom, of course. But even it coming over here. That's why I said like the noise of chariots. Oh, you got it? Okay, come on, you got it.
Joel 2 and verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap.
See, so the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, meaning what? It's going to be, these missiles going to, when they be shot across the ends of the world, it said they're going to leap over mountains, meaning concerning these different governments. It might be some shot from France, and it's going to pass over England to hit America. That's leaping over a mountain, you know, these different governments. But it said like the noise, because it's just like you might hear a steed, you know, horses running. You hear, you're going to hear them flames coming over her.
Yeah, because it's going to take a lot of energy, for lack of better words, to reach from one continent to another, man.
Yep.
So you might hear, you know, for 5 minutes, you're like, what's that sound?
Yeah.
And it get louder and louder and louder, man. You know, this the Lord is setting up for this place, man. You know?
Yep, keep going. Matter of fact, yeah, that's it. Yep.
It says, like the noise of a flame.
See?
Mhm.
That's what it's gonna be. That propeller, man. You know, you got it.
It says, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble,
Mm-hmm.
as a strong people set in battle array.
And as you can see, it says, as a strong people. Like, you know, it tells you that, like, it tells you also that in Isaiah 13 chapter.
Yeah.
Like a strong people as well, I believe. But that's a simile or metaphor concerning the missiles, those warheads. Because guess what? You people gonna see the last stage of them warheads, of the missiles. You're gonna just see the warhead parts. That's why the sky's gonna be covered, man. You know, because nigga might say, there's not that many missiles in the world, but you gotta count through this warhead. Just like a nigga might do a drive-by. It's not one nigga in the car, and he shooting by himself. He might have the whole car, it's 4 deep in there. You might see Esau, the eagle himself, you see his peacekeepers. You see a helicopter, and it's 12 niggas jump out.
Yeah.
But that's how it is with the missiles.
Yeah.
You might have 15, 20 warheads in one. So you just can't count the missiles, you know. But like I said, as a strong people set in battle array. So it's going to be the Spirit of the Lord. It's going to be certain destinations, these places the missiles going to hit. Like it's a certain nigga the missiles going to hit, you know. But it said the noise. So that's what you get. It says it's going to pass away like a great noise, you know. That you're going to hit a flame first. And then as well as when it hit ground zero too, man. You know. So matter of fact, let me finish this real quick. It says this Judges 5:11. It says they are delivered from the noise of archers. So going back to the arrows, we know what the arrows now what it actually represents. Because what only way you can come up with in the ancient world, ain't no term for missiles back then. It wasn't no term for missiles, but it was something that was symbolic to it. The best way you can put it was archer, because that's what they really doing. You shooting bows and arrows, man.
That's it.
You know,
it's like even in the military, they lose a missile. Anything happen to it, they call it what? A broken arrow.
That's it.
Even like the design, they got it from the arrow. The design of the missile is actually they got that from an arrow, and even the silos. Because the silos, even you hit it like look, you know, that's like when you let the
bend the bow.
Yeah, you bend the bow. Like it's like a little,
straight,
like a, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. It's just a big ass booming arrow now, man.
Hey, and Cain, he really he living up to his name.
That's it.
You know, you go to certain sources, his name goes back to spirit. So he's actually living up to his name. This nigga he got the spirit. That's what he live by. The missiles, man. So it said they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. And that's really concerning the teaching. He's having the prophets going out before this destruction take place. It said, then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So that shows that what it's talking about. That what the prophets go up and prophesy, you know, at the gates. That tells you, the gates, concerning the gates. That would prophesy, man. And what it said, the righteous had towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel, that's concerning the teaching, man. You know, and that's why Yahushua said he was teaching daily in the temple. But then, you know, he told the disciples, love you as I have loved them, as I have loved you. That was the teaching, man. Those righteous acts, tell the Lord, he's had compassion on his people. That's why he sent the prophets. That's the compassion. That's the love. Those are the righteous acts. You know, prophesying. So you got to go, bro.
Come. 2 Peter 3 verse 10 again. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
See, so it's going to pass away with a great noise. This expression is going to be a loud day. It's going to be a very intimate moment. How about you now? Shout, man. It's gonna be loud and shit. You know, the missiles hit. What's that Twilight Zone? You know what I'm talking about?
2021.
He seen that got made up. No.
Oh, you talking about damn, The Chosen.
The Chosen. Reality setting.
And the head part right there, they was warning him.
Yeah.
Like he had a chance,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
He said, yeah, he played his tape. You know, but ultimately, reason why he didn't get delivered, because he didn't believe.
He didn't believe.
Let's say, remind me, the word that was something to him didn't profit him. It was a guy in a wheelchair across the street, it profited him. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't profit, you know. That's the spirit though. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
You heard the siren. That's gonna be that's why that noise. You gonna hear them sirens and shit.
Like it ain't the first Wednesday. You know, it's going
It's Tuesday.
yeah, every day, man. It's Tuesday, you know.
Yeah, that's. Then the bills you gonna actually hear them propel it over the hill. You know, I said people gonna gather blackness when he hit ground zero and shit. And you might see the mushroom cloud for it just
that destroying wind.
Yeah, that destroying wind, man. Just and that's not gonna be a swift thing, man. Because as we get closer to that date, the ways of the devil is gonna be worse. What I say is the battle be die by the sword and by the family, because it shows that there's different levels of death. Because you can just die by the gun, you can get shot in the head, and Lord can just call your spirit up. But it also tells you there's no escape from that, from your spirit. Pretty much, roughly paraphrasing that. Ecclesiastes the 8th chapter. There's no escape from that battle or something to that.
Yeah, for the spirit, yeah.
You know, so that's why Lord keep the spirit. That's why I said they're gonna be tormented for the Lamb and the holy angels. That's gonna be the solution to you proud niggas. See, you can't be cool when you hungry and when you on fire. Especially the latter. Because a nigga might be hungry and say, I'm alright, but his stomach might tell on. A nigga on fire, you ain't got no choice, man.
You sitting back.
Yeah, you alright. It's just a little warm, but you good. Fuck that. You gonna feel it, man. You know.
It could be a sense of panic.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I know it, just picture. Look at that motherfuckers drowning, corn splashing them and shit like that. Imagine how it
Yeah, that's
you
it.
know I seen a couple.
Reality.
Yeah. I seen a couple of 100 niggas die, man.
Yeah.
Nigga flapping his arms up, calling his name and shit. You know, just sitting back chilling, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be the same thing with these missiles, man. Niggas running around like they Mortal Kombat 4 Scorpion fatality. You know, you running around in circles and you can't do nothing about it until you just fall over and die. You know? But I can go back to this. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to this 2 Peter though. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yep, you got it.
Gun. Basically, that fervent heat, those missiles. Go back to the Malachi, the 4th chapter, that oven.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing upon the planet Earth that's gonna do this besides those intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's a key part of the movie, man. Like the brother just said, the missiles that enter into the scene, 1945, the bombs, you know, and you go for the hypersonic missiles in there, then Saint 2 entered in, you know, and these are going to be the weapons or the vehicles the Lord is going to use to destroy this place, man. It's a necessary evil, and it's not like the Lord going to hold back. No, every missile that's on the planet Earth is going to be used. It's not going to be in vain, you know. God. It says, in the earth also, in the works there are therein.
In the works. His works, Esau's work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. Let me see. I got it right here. That word works. I just want to see what it says out of curiosity about this stuff. The word works, Strong's G 2041. It reads business employment. Let's see. It says enterprise.
Oh.
See?
And that's that corporate America.
Yep.
You know, the Lord, he's gonna take that out, man. Because a part of you being a part of corporate America is you being a mold. Are you following after this system, man? You wearing that uniform, man. A lot of jobs you go to, you gotta wear a certain uniform. So if you're a part of the enterprise of America, you're gonna have that uniform of America, man. That curriculum, man. Because that's what that ultimate uniform is going to be.
Yeah. It's like going back. The enterprise now started this new war order and this new thing he got going. That shit is going to go up in flames.
That's it.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know.
And Just going back to that Quran. That's the key
That's
part.
that's the driving force behind all this. It's that Quran. That's why you see the shift in your everyday life. It's going to change, especially when that Quran is come on the scene, because that's going to be the final scene before the climax.
Yeah, and he got to push that out. It's not like he can skip over that prophecy. Mm-hmm. You can skip or you can fast forward to the end of the movie. No, that scene is going to have to play out, man. That's why the hour of temptation, the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's why you know, for lack of a better word, the Lord, he set this thing up, man, for him. You know the how shall he send the secrets and events up for him, the MOTB, the family, the miracles. You know, because through all that we're gonna praise him, bro. We ain't gonna praise ourselves, man. We ain't gonna give no glory unto ourselves. That's why we love his appearance, man.
Yeah, it's a build up. It's a build up to your house. Just going back to the word, just getting the word, and like you said, it's gonna step up to the miracles.
Yeah.
You know, then it's gonna ask the. Gonna be built up so much that now you can actually, you know what I mean?
Now you can see a little.
Yeah, you gonna now it's, you know,
yeah.
Just like how destruction of America. These things got its necessary steps.
That's it.
That Quran have to take place. Then the destruction can come. And you gonna that's why it's gonna you're gonna see why we're gonna talk about speedily, Lord, you know, to help us, man. When that thing come on the scene, man.
That's it.
Cause it's here. It ain't like you can't say it ain't here. It ain't like you can't say that people ain't using it to buy shit. Really, they putting it into this. They incorporate it.
Like gradually,
you know. You got jam decks. You can't just sneeze at that shit, man. What was it? It's just in Jamaica, because you know, fuck that, man. They using it though. It's just a step closer to that thing, you know.
And then if you take that thing, you're gonna get hit with a missile. Just going back, you're gonna live with fervent heat, man. Because it's impelling behind you taking that Quran, man. Because that's, you know, again, that's one of the major prophecies that's up next, man. And it's impelling for you taking it, man. Because again, if you take that Quran, you're gonna have a missile with your name on it, man. You know?
That's it. Oh, that's the we read Revelation 14 chapter. That's the penalty for lying in bed with his whore. You know, having this man to actually, you the whore. You being the whore, you let this man to impel you, I mean to penetrate you. This sick nigga, he gave you Fagos, he gave you Doritos. And now you gonna let him, a lot of niggas let him take that, you know, that thing. So how much more the thing when he put the pressure down?
And they put down, they run the train, they put more than one.
You
got 6 jabs in you.
6. It's like him putting his seed in you, man.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a penalty at 5. That's gonna be the only way you're gonna get right then. The solution is fire. You know, but I got some more on that where it works. It says any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. So even the mindset of Esau, just this American dream, the way from being a fucking basketball player, all that shit gonna go up in flames, literally. The works of this devil, the different TV shows you think you're gonna be worried about the next season of Family Guy, some stupid shit, from a Mustang to being a motherfucking atheist. All that shit gonna burn up, man. Anything Esau had put his hands on, because he actually defiled everything.
The earth that been given.
Yeah, fingerprints on all this shit, even from the mindsets. That shit gonna burn up. That's why I said the works from literally his buildings and shit, the different elements. You know, these cars and everything, the infrastructure of this man, but even the mindsets as well is gonna burn up as well. It's not gonna be on tomorrow. I'm gonna get up and that shit gonna be gone. That see you next week, that shit gonna be gone. From these different catchphrases, holy cow, that shit gonna burn up too, man. Just all that shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Because that's how you know Esau really had no song, man.
Fuck him, man. But just going back and saying, or mine, so everything really concerning Esau is devil. It's just like he's not even hurt. He ain't had any type of form of rulership. You know, nigga ain't gonna have his own land.
Yeah, God. Because at the end of the day, man, even these other nations, they see that Esau, he's not the true ruler, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, even they getting out the mindset of these Americans, man.
Yep.
Because once they see America be destroyed, they're gonna be like, oh, no, this guy's not the way. You know, as soon, well, when we be a part of that number, as soon as we get up under that scene, they're gonna cleave unto us, man. Because they're gonna see how righteous flourish throughout the planet Earth, man. Like now, this time we see how wicked is work. You know what I'm saying? I understand the purpose side. We see how these you do this, don't do this, don't do that. If you do this, this gonna happen. If you do that, that gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We see the bad side in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna see how to run things in this perfection, man. And the other nations gonna see it too. And guess what? They're gonna appreciate it, man. Like how we're gonna appreciate it. You know? God bless you.
Yeah, continue.
God, 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So what kind of spirit you should be in, knowing that America gonna be destroyed? You know, knowing, and it's a process. We actually in the midst of the destruction now. The destruction of this place, because we actually seeing the infrastructure actually being broken down to this man, his plans. You know, his hand is now being revealed to the minds of these people. Everything is being broken down concerning this devil. It tells you that Jeremiah, Lord had given us this word to break down and throw down, and also to build and to plant. As you can see, the house of David is being built up, while the house of Edom is being destroyed. It's happening simultaneously. Because the scripture said the Lord have want to set up the meek in his stead. The thrones of proud princes is being thrown down, while the meek is getting grown to sit and occupy that spot. While he is getting grown to occupy the spot of the servants. That's why the scripture also says that the poor will always be among you. Because guess what? On planet Earth, it's always going to be rulers and subjects. That's why I tell you in the book of Joel, the 20th chapter, Lord, not this slow. It has always been rulers, it's always been subjects, but he said the hypocrites, but for a moment. So this man, he only have a short reign, and we see why. Everything down under the watch of this nigga. But like the brother just said, we're gonna see the value of righteousness, man. And these other nations gonna be like, okay, man, y'all got it. Let's go to Jerusalem where the law is, man. The boy got it, man. You know, they're gonna actually, they're gonna love their newest ruler, man. Whether they get their ass whooped, they gonna love it. They're like, shit better than Esau.
God, and the point is, you value righteousness.
That's it.
That's when you value something, you hold it close to heart. You appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you appreciate it, you see in the other side of it. Like you homeless, now you appreciate the bed. That's gonna be the same thing. Real talk. They're gonna be the same thing with the nations, man.
Oh, that's why it says
in the day of affliction, there's prosperity. In the day of prosperity, there's no remembrance of affliction, man.
You're gonna plead fair, like, damn.
Big tears. You show him how to correctly plant a seed. It's a fruitful land, a lot of grace. He holding. Thank you, man. Thank you out of my neck. You know, real talk, man. You know, these are the things that we're looking forward to, man. Because we're not going to have our mind here, just our bodies here with you, but our mind is on the other side of town, man. Our mind is your house. Our mind is already in the kingdom, man. You know, ruling. You know, continuing on. It says, looking for and hastening unto the day of the Most High.
See, looking for and hastening to the day of Yahweh Shai, man. We hastening in that day, man. You got it?
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
You continue like it.
Nevertheless, we according to his promise,
and promise, that word promise, it's a sense of prophecy that comes with that word. When you promise something, that's a word that's a future tense. You know how you have past tense words, but that's a word, if I'm saying it correctly, future tense. So there's an element of prophecy concerning promise. You can promise someone something, I promise I'm gonna pay you back next week. It's for next week, and you're gonna promise to bake a cake. or whatever. It's for in the future though. So this is the time when the Lord is gonna make good on his promise, man. You got it.
It says, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens.
See, that's why it says look for a new heavens. That's what we're anticipating. Matter of fact, let me see that word. Look, continue.
And a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. It just add on that. It's the kingdom of heaven. Because the kingdom of heaven is gonna be beautiful, man. Like I said, it's just gonna be wherein dwelleth like nobody going off, no moles.
Yeah.
You know, your cousin, that's a bug out. He in his rightful order. You know what I'm saying? Your auntie that died of an overdose, she came back, she right. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that we're looking forward to, man. The planting the trees, the planet Earth is gonna even be rejoicing. Well, when the righteous, room.
Hey, but as you can see, he says the destruction got to happen. Good. That's the solution, though.
That's it.
Fuck trying to get a black president. Put Kamala in there, or you want to get some more black churches, some more black schools, however they put it. The solution is the destruction. So I got that word look. Matter of fact, spirit. Strong G 4328, and it reads to expect. See, whatever in thought, in hope, or in fear. See, so that's all is concerning in being in this truth, really, man. Having this truth gives you a certain outlook, and that's what we're expecting. The destruction to take place so righteousness can flourish on the earth. That's the only way this is going to happen, man. So it's going to happen through a series of events, though. So, of course, we're going to talk about the famine. We're going to talk about the money crash, the MOTB, which that's, we heard within 24 hours, your car ain't going to work. You got to anticipate shit like that, So, we in that time, but these are the necessary steps to that destruction, which is going to ultimately usher in the kingdom of heaven, man.
And if I may, that's why the scriptures say, through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Because it's not like the kingdom. People think, Lord, just you at your job chilling, and the Lord coming. You just been bullshitting all week and out. No, man. It's gonna be a build-up, like the brother says. It's gonna be famine, people dying, bodies laid out in the streets, sedition among men. Things are gonna get crazy before Yahweh shall show up, man. But guess what? The crazier it gets, the best it gets for us, man. Because that's basically the Lord breaking down this system. I got something for you real quick. Bro. This second Ezra 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteneth fast to pass away. Why is this current kingdom is hastening fast to pass away, man? Because it's wicked there. We're going to tell you in the next verse. And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come, which means what? It's a certain time, man, that the Lord is going to bring down the wicked and he's going to raise up the righteous. Why? Because he says, for this world, this current Roman beast system, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. This world is wicked as hell, man. And that's why the Lord is doing away with this world and coming back with a world full of righteousness, man. So we can appreciate it more. Continuing on. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, America, this place, this wickedness, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown passed out away, then cannot it come that is sown good. So the destruction is a necessary evil, man. If you want good to happen, if you don't want to breathe in chemtrails and BS all day, then guess what? You want the kingdom of heaven. In order to get that, you want this place to be destroyed, man. You want peace. You want this place to die first, man. That's the only way we're going to get peace. Like they got from Twilight Zone, I got what you need,
He needed him to die. Yeah. You watch that, man. He needed him to die, man.
But he gave him shoes.
He gave
the feet. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Hey, they're like, you say you're right. You can't even fit in my shoes. Like, they can't, at least they fit in the shoes of rulership. Wow. They fuck shit up, man.
And then he actually walked to his death. That's the path of evil. That's his doctrine. It's destruction. That's why he's the son of perdition. That's his inheritance, man. And we seeing him. We seeing he's finna fulfill that. You know. So matter of fact, get that Isaiah. We'll end up on that Isaiah 24. It probably get like started like 18, I believe. Because just going back, the solution is this destruction, man. You know. So that's why I also tell you the Lord, He's gonna combat her pride. You know, she lived initially. The Lord's gonna, therefore, the Lord is gonna give her sword, famine, and He shall burn her with fire. See, that's gonna humble you, motherfucker, man. See, that's the only way that's gonna appease the wrath of Yahweh Shema. That's actually one of the spirits that great for vengeance. Fire. That's why I tell you that the angel that have power over fire, go on, do it now. It's the time to do it. Burn up. You know? So that's what you people, that's demons, man, you deserve, man. You know, you gotta.
Kind of this Isaiah 24, I'm sorry for this.
What is it?
In shall come to pass.
Yeah.
It's starts 17 Bible time.
You got it.
Isaiah 24:17. Fear in the pit, in the snare are upon thee.
See? Fear in the pit, and the snares upon thee. Who? Them devils, man. The elites. Because those are going to be the first ones to experience slavery, captivity. Now I say, whoso dig a pit shall fall therein. So you coming up with a crazy plan to keep everybody in the region, but you end up and you in the trap. Why the coyote? That's who Esau is. They come up with the baddest inventions, but he the one that suffered those things, just like Haman. He had the gallows, but his whole family suffered those things. It's going. That's why those ran 4 times, ran 5 learned. It's a climax to this point, because all that was going to happen on a bigger scale. That's why he concerning Jacob and Esau. When the prophet told Isaac, really, he was like, 2 nations are in thy womb. It wasn't just reserved between 2 men, just 2 guys, Jacob and Esau. No, that was going to put on a big scale between 2 nations, man.
2 manner of people.
2 manner of people. So it shows the Lord ain't just in a box. That was just a scenario just for that moment. No, it was going to play out on a bigger scale. That's why I also tell you in the book of Psalms. Matter of fact, get there real quick. I think it's Psalm 89. It says here Joseph was for a testimony, something like that. That's why just going back to the scripture says what was written 4 times was written for I think like 89, like 23, I believe, something like that.
It's the book of Psalms 89.
No, that ain't it. It says Joseph was left for a testimony is for a testimony. I thought it was 89. Somebody, I got it. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it said he was left for a testimony. 81 and 5. It's like
this is the book of Psalms 81 in verse 5. And it reads, this he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not.
So pretty much what Joseph went through was a testimony, you know, because it was ultimately going to play out on a bigger scale. When you actually go into the story of Joseph, he was in captivity. Then ultimately he became a ruler. Well, that's going to take place with the elect, man. You know, being brought Israel as a whole, but it started with the elect being brought into captivity. You know, and then also became a ruler. And Joseph had wisdom as well, man. He had the dream about the colorful garments. You know, that was the wisdom, man. You know, but just going back, it was for a testimony, so it was going to be on a bigger scale. You know, concerning the 3 holy children, that was a moment that actually took place in history. But that it was written for our learning because it was gonna play out on a bigger scale, you know, in the perfection of it. Sodom. Oh, that's why I said Sodom and Gomorrah was just an example.
Yeah.
So meaning what it was gonna be. That's just like when somebody might have like a new building, man, like a mall, for example, and they got a table where they just build a replica of how it's gonna look. But that's not the mall. That's just an example of what it's gonna look like. So these things that ring within the scripture ultimately build up what's gonna really take place here, man. This is that moment. This is the moment right here. Why Lord Yahushua said to make his return, and that's why these times are so dramatic. Everything happening. That's why when the Lord returns, it's gonna bring all that shit up. Like, damn, you think you can't top this, and then the Lord returns, and what's gonna top that, man?
Yes, Trump.
Yeah, man, like you gotta throw the big joke out there. He said, "Hey,
right, guys, you can't say nothing.
Yeah, you can say something like
You
this.
can't even say cut.
You can't say nothing after that. That's impossible.
Yeah. But that's how it is, though. Through spirit, because like I said, Lord, He's gonna bring destruction. He also gonna bring salvation. That's why I say, that's why people fearing. People in the spirit of desolation, people in the spirit of desperation. People don't know what's going on because they can feel the presence of the Lord creeping up upon them. They don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we can see it, though. You know?
You got it. Oh, no, that was it.
Going back to Isaiah 24, in verse 17. Fear in the pit, in the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth.
See, inhabitants of the earth. So they're concerning these rulers of today, these elites. Because it tells the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So under the watch of this devil, the earth is in the worst case scenario. That's why this is going to see this destruction is not going to be a reckless one. Like the Lord come and destroy. It's just like somebody come in a house and he rent the places, holes in the sheetrock and shit, and it's all destructive. You know it. No, when the Lord come and destroy it, He's going to completely destroy America. But it's going to be other parts of the world that's going to get hit. But this process is going to clean the earth as well, man. It's going to humble you people. It's going to be a great judgment to come upon you. But then also it's going to clean the earth, man. It's going to clean the air and shit.
It's like it's like this. Like when something dirty. You ever seen the restoration videos?
Oh yeah.
When something dirty and somebody clean it up, it's pleasing to the eyes.
Yeah.
So like you go to Revelation 15, like us seeing America, like seeing that filth being destroyed, it's gonna be pleasing to our eyes. So like
you got it, bro. Yep. Yeah, and that the earth is going to be restored, revived. That destruction is gonna happen. It gotta happen for the earth to. We're gonna ask. That's gonna be once again a literal saying, a breath of fresh air. That destruction is gonna be an effort for that to happen. You got it. Right?
Isaiah 24:18, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
So yeah, you're gonna be having these bunkers and shit. But it's all you just really preserve yourself for us. You ready to? That's for you to pick them bodies up,
and get ready to work.
Get ready to work. So you can enjoy your elaborate bunkers and shit, but that's just all an effort really for us to get you out of them bunkers, man. Put your ass. We're gonna beat your ass first, man. Like we gonna give you a uniform and a hat until you get to it. We're gonna beat your motherfucking ass and whatever's left in you. You better get the digging, nigga. Cause you do a crime, you gotta do the time. So you fuck the earth up, nigga. You gonna have to you gonna be part of that restoration by the way of digging it. That's gonna actually help the earth out. So a lot of people these monsters, these demons, they gotta go. Cause that's gonna help the earth.
Yeah.
You digging these bodies, you put them in the earth and shit, that's gonna actually get the earth nutrients.
Be more healthy.
Yeah.
Grass be more green.
Yeah.
That's why the Devil's Punch Bowl, that's
that's
so
it.
sweet. Because basically niggas die over there. Good have features though. But that's how it is.
That's it.
That's like a natural thing because everybody would say Adam came, on the earth and stuff like that. You go back, you break down, you decompose back into the ground, man.
That's it.
And basically, give the earth nutrients. Now the fruit that come from that is going to be more sweet, more bitter, more vigorous, man. So again, you're going to have to do a good job. You're going to have to get a lot of bodies, man. That's how bad you say.
This nigga made seedless grapes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit you gotta make up. It's a lot. This nigga came with seedless grapes and seedless watermelon. That's a lot of time you gotta make up. Them 1,000 years ain't gonna be an easy 24 like how it is now. You're gonna have them days might be 3 years. You might have one day is 3 years, so just going back, he gonna have to suffer the judgment. That's part of that double.
That's it.
That's
it. You say, you preserve yourself up.
Yeah.
So when you in those bunkers, you might as well work out. Get your stretches in. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, once you go out, you're gonna go straight to working, man. Yep. Like I said, like Elder Brother always say, we're gonna go out, we're gonna read the charges. Yeah. We're gonna sentence you to slavery, man.
Yeah, I hear about charge me with the death penalty by 1,000 years of slavery. Read Obadiah 18 verse. That's the fate of the devil. He's the son of perdition, man. That's it. You got to know out.
It says, for the windows from on high are open.
And that's concerning when these missiles, they got these different phases, but they go out, and then they come back in.
That's it.
Then it said the windows on high are open, so they're concerned the Lord, having these different parts, these devils got the technology to go out of atmosphere and to come back in with these different stages of missiles. Because that propeller, that fire, like you said, it took a lot of energy for that shit to, come over here. So they come first one stage 1, stage 2, and they break off, but then they come back in the atmosphere, and that's what John seen when he said he seen a great hell. I mean, you see these big ass, all thing you say is some big ass hells coming down, 100-pound rocks coming down on these motherfuckers. I'm talking about the missiles, man. The last stage where the warheads were released. But it was that intercontinental ballistic missile. It was a process, But they said the windows on high, so they came out the atmosphere and they came back in. You got it?
God, it says in the foundation of the earth do shake.
And the foundation is because the earth is going to actually shake, but the foundation of the earth is America is with right now. The hammer of the earth, this place is going to be shaken out of the way. It's going to be totally destroyed. But the earth as well is going to actually shake by the way of this third world war. It's not just going to be this place hit. The bulk of the missiles is going to hit this place. But other parts of the earth is going to hit, and that's what's going to cause the shake. Russia is going to get hit. Israel, that land has to be cleansed, so of course it's going to have to be hit, as well as other places of the planet Earth. But that's what's going to cause their shake. But especially America, this place is going to be totally wiped out. You got it out.
God, it says the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved.
See, that's going to be, like I said, somebody coming. There's a whole bunch of holes in the sheetrock. It's going to destroy America. It's going to destroy these people, that judgment, but also it's going to actually clean the earth, though. So we talking about the destruction. That's the solution, because you're going to get burned up, but then now you can. You can.
Brother, friend.
I dare you to do it. I ain't do it all because I was scared I was gonna cough. Because you know him.
Yeah, a little too hard to kill trigger.
You scared, You scared you might cough, man. You can't do that shit here right now. That's just a figure of saying, But it's gonna have to be a literal thing and figurative in the kingdom, Is that what the point on that one? So I mean. That was pretty much. So we just hope that we're edifying. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Chakodash.
We like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the ladies teach word on truth and sincerity. DTA, Abba, soon, very soon,
tonight.